Thank you to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to Xavier Zamora, Victor Vegas, Victor, Velimir Brakovich, Troy Smothers, SafeMoon Oz, and Morad Shaker for being higher level patrons. You could join that for as little as $1 a month. There's a link down in the description. Also, thank you to my YouTube members. You can click the join button down below this video if you'd like to join that. Please keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you guys to go do your own research. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into the news. I got a couple key things here. Several of them are coming from John Caroni, the CEO of SafeMoon himself, talking about the blockchain. And then I also have a fairly lengthy but very interesting perspective from somebody who has experience as a developer and their point of view on everything that's going on with the blockchain. So let's go ahead and get on into the side with John first. First up, we have this tweet from John that says, when building a blockchain, there are two things most do not take into account: the hardware element and the human element. SafeMoon takes into consideration both of those heavily. Ecosystems are always more than just software. So the actual laying down of the code, as has been kind of elaborated just recently with John, I talked about this. He said that's 10% of the work. 90% is the actual everything else that it goes in for that ecosystem and making sure it works. So he's saying that two things people don't take into account: hardware and the human element. It's taking both of those heavily. Ecosystems are always more than just software. Next thing, this is over from the Discord side. He says, coding isn't the hard part. Folks who say it is are wrong. You have to get the architecture and the planning done right before the final execution, which is the coding aspect. You are indeed right. Why would we do a bunch of redundant or wasted work when if we planned ahead, we would have realized the best path forward? This is exactly what we're doing. It is 90% prep work, 10% actual coding. And then lastly, he said, part of what gives a blockchain its speed is its cryptography, efficiency, and speed. Interesting way to word that. Oh, yeah. Speed is its cryptography, efficiency, and speed. So speed and speed, right? Anyways, so let's go ahead and that's what John had to say. Let's go ahead and go from a perspective view now. Somebody had reached out to me privately, and they sent me this message, and so I'm going to go ahead and read it to you guys. Hopefully I can help clear some things up about the blockchain, mate. First, I'll apologize for the long message. I know you probably get a lot of messages and are busy with your own things too, so just read whenever you get the chance. Obviously, things I say are unlikely to be exactly 100% accurate to the SafeMoon team. This is just from my personal experience while working as a back-end programmer and having relatives in the tech space for around 40 years. I understand the frustration. I feel a bit frustrated about it too, but only because of previous promises. However, the part about no coding has been done yet honestly isn't that surprising to me. When they say no coding, it's unlikely they mean literally no coding at all. There was a testnet from Thomas. I'll say a bit on them after. They're more likely meaning no finalized code has been written for a finished blockchain product. Little bits of test code will have been written and rewritten over and over for a long while now, as well as likely test rewrites of already existing code before any of that even. Whether even a single line of code is used from the test or not is pretty irrelevant, to be honest. If anything, that test code not being the exact same as the final product is a good thing. Another bonus to that would be future-proofing it, as I'm sure since the original testnet, John and the team have come up with many more things they want to add which simply couldn't have been integrated as easily with previously written code. Things like this happen all the time, which takes me into this point of, quote, 90% is prep. The tests will be counted as part of the prep. A lot of it is simply making design after design, like an architect making a building or anybody making a big project like SafeMoon. Some will be on paper, some will be physical, but there will definitely be a lot of it when it comes to such a big project like this, and even more so when that project is trying to innovate so much globally. Once all the groundwork is laid out, the building blocks or code can fall into place much easier, hence it being the 10%. If they tried to code it without all those design work, etc., not only would it take a much longer time, the finished product wouldn't be anywhere near as refined and definitely not as future-proofed. As for Thomas, I obviously don't know the guy, but as for the way John and Thomas still follow each other and other current SafeMoon employees, and the way John still speaks well of Thomas and wishes him well, I highly doubt his work has been entirely scrapped due to anything poor quality or malicious. Both of those would have definitely killed the relationship with John, who clearly has so much passion for the project. Not to mention potential legal action against Thomas if it were the case. I believe Thomas, while Chief Blockchain Officer, was simply helping to lay out some of those designs and showing them to the team through the testnet. Again, that doesn't necessarily mean any of his work will be used in the final product, but it will have definitely helped them get closer to what they want/wanted with the final product. Hope this helps. Sorry again for the long message, and thanks again for your content. So I don't know if that individual wanted to be known for that message. They sent it to me as a DM. Obviously, it's quite lengthy, so it's a little bit easier to send as a DM than a massive amount of tweets. They could have sent it to me as an email. They could have left it in a comment in a YouTube video or something. I don't know. But just playing it safe. I'm respecting their privacy. If they want me to tell everyone who they are when they said that and they want credit for it, by all means, I'm totally willing to do that. But I think it's a very interesting perspective, and I would love to know what you guys think about that, as well as the other things we've already talked about in this video. So share your thoughts in the comments down below. And I do have an NFT for sale. If you guys are interested in that, it's for sale for 1 million SafeMoon or 10 BNB. And you could also click on my profile and see other NFTs I've already sold. That's it for this video, guys. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Go do your own research. And if you're new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe. We're getting really close to 20,000 subscribers. Would love for you to be a part of this awesome community. Click the thumbs up like button. It definitely helps us out with the YouTube search algorithm. Click the bell icon so you know whenever we go live. God bless, and I will see you in the next episode.